EmceeTV.
Fuck around and forgot where I was at. What's up? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. You watching EmceeTV The Podcast, coming at you live from EmceeTV Studios in Des Moines, Iowa. As always, I got with me my bro.
This your boy Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast and they. No.
They know where they at. They know. What's happening, Ray? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm great. It's a beautiful day outside, 85 degrees, you know what I'm sizzling, the sun's shining, fresh off the gig. It's talking to the guys on the phone, making plans on what we're gonna drop next musically, and looks like my next single is gonna be a song called Over You, featuring CP and RJ Collier.
Oh shit! Shout out to the homies CP and RJ Collier. What's up?
Bam, 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 bam.
Trying to get my little talk box on right now and get that.
So yeah, that's the next single we're gonna do. We got artwork being made, man. So that was exciting for today for sure. I probably got like 6 of them on ice with CP and Tremaine, dog.
Damn.
On everything. Tremaine made the beat on this one too, called Over You, and so shout out to RJ for sliding through and killing the hook for us. You know what I'm sizzling, and making the idea come to life.
Hell yeah, that's beautiful, bro. And then we got a Field of Dreamers coming up very soon. I just dropped the image on them right there in the middle of the screen. You know what I mean? Give them a little
Oh boy,
talking about it. That's pretty much done being mixed and mastered. We're gonna set up a little release strategy, and me and Ray gonna brainstorm on that here very soon, and then start dropping it on y'all. So expect that to be coming very soon. And
so I'm gonna put you on the spot. Out of all the records on there, which one would you want to be the second single?
Ooh, shit. Let me cheat. I'm going back to the track listing real quick. We did so many dope songs on there. I want to make sure I give it a proper look before I go and pick one. There, I mean, there's the joint with Aeon Gray is hard as fuck.
There's 2 of them.
Yep. I'm thinking of the one where he went full thesaurus on him and just. What else? Man, there's so many great records on there. The joint with Smooth G on there is crispy as fuck too.
Yep, Ash My Joint.
Yep. I like that one a lot. My Facebook being real slow with this load right now.
Oh, I'm about to say, man, you ain't got the track list.
I was trying to get it to pull up. I just wasn't prepared.
Absolutely.
I just downloaded it 2 seconds ago when you sent it over. So I'm grabbing it here. Give me two more seconds here. There we go. Boom. Perfect.
So for those just tuning in, a Field of Dreamers, I've asked Steve what song does he prefer to be the second single if he had to choose one today right now. So he's currently looking at the track list.
Yeah, he got me scrambling a little bit. I wasn't prepared for this. I think, man, there's so many talented MCs on here, and it was so fun making all these records. I think I would probably just have to go with. Let me make sure. All right, hang on. There we go. Boom. Okay. The Bobby Vuelo one is extra tough.
We love you, Bobby.
I just ran into him the other night.
The why?
Yep.
A
lot of rappers, Aeon Gray and Trip Shelton. I'm gonna go with that one. Where everybody just barred out.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, Chill Days with Test One and T Bear is on another level. Ill Hip Hop with Fleet of Genius and Duke the Truth. That's a stellar one. I just talked to Sean the other day again about Out of Town Show and how we're going to do the music video for that one, and he was super excited. So we got T Bear, Late Street, and the Cellar Boys on there for that one.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think that one's gonna. That
I
one's gonna
think
be.
the I think the homie Kane is sitting down right now though.
Oh, okay,
I think he caught a case in Illinois and he had to go sit down.
okay. Well,
I'm not sure, but
I
I feel like that's
I,
might be the situation.
I saw a couple of I saw a couple of posts on Facebook where he kind of alluded to something like that. So, um,
Yeah.
but yeah, okay. So let me flip it back on you. Where would you go? I mean, if you
If I had to choose today, I would go an underground story
I like that one too.
with Aeon Gray and Giuliano Doc. You know what I'm sizzling? I would capitalize off the legendary status of Aeon Gray, and then I would capitalize off of the huge figure that Giuliano Doc is currently.
Not to mention all the momentum he got.
Exactly. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? And that's probably if I had to choose right now, gun to my head. But like you said, there's a lot of great options. I think if we were able to do like if we wanted to run it up, I think Out of Town Show would be good.
yep,
Because that's catering to a lot of different audiences and they'll all come together for one video. So that would run views up in my opinion.
yep.
And then third I would go
Kick Rocks is pretty hard too. Ash my joint,
it is.
Ash my joint with Smooth G and D Man.
I'd probably go seven, a lot of rappers.
Yeah,
Because obviously that's Trip Shelton and he's considered, one of the best rhymers in Iowa,
without a doubt.
And again, you have the GOAT status of Aeon Gray in Iowa rap. So you put both of them together in a video, it's hard to fucking miss with that as well.
Yeah, not to mention just the bars. You know what I mean? The caliber of lyricism that came out with the three of y'all on one track. You know what I mean?
Hey, I can rhyme, you know what I'm sizzling, but hey, them motherfuckers is reading encyclopedias. You understand me? Hey, there's levels to this shit. You feel me?
They came through
Hey,
without a doubt.
there's levels to this shit, and I always got my student hat on when it comes to the rhyming, and I love to fuck with people that I feel like are doper than me or as dope as me. You know what I'm saying? And them gentlemen definitely did that.
No doubt. I'm gonna flip over to the track listing for them to see. There we go. I was wondering how big that was gonna turn out. That worked out perfect. Now we got the track listing on there for the viewers to see. It may be a little small, but it's got a solid lineup. You know what I mean? DJ Hollywood came through with that ill ass intro. That
Shout
we
out my
played
sensei Hollywood.
Yeah. I mean, it's an all star cast without a doubt. You know what I mean? From A to Z, from start to finish, no skips. I may be a little biased because I produced it and we did this together, but the motherfucker got it's a slapper. It's a slapper without a doubt. We did this record for the city.
Yeah.
It's an Iowa, essentially an Iowa. It's a record for Iowa. But you could be anywhere. You know what I mean? Like you could be in LA and hear this motherfucker and just be like, damn, that what they did on this shit right here, the lyricism, the bars, the talent. It's an entire package without a doubt. You wouldn't even know we were from Iowa if you just heard this record and didn't understand the concepts.
Yeah. Hey man, it was fun to do. It was like my mindset of creating this shit. It was like an all-star album. I just I treated everybody like they were high draft picks. You know what I mean? Like shit. Like I got the first 10 picks in the draft. Okay, this is who we're getting. This is who we're gonna build the team around.
I think it's really gonna fuck up the game in Iowa too because it's going to be the bar, pun intended. It's going to be the bar that is going to be the metric for everybody going from here on out. You know what I mean? Like this is gonna be the standard shit's gonna have to drop at in order to keep it going.
It's got to be done right though. We can't just upload it and then share it on multiple platforms. I mean, share it on Facebook and shit and call that promo. Like we we really got to go out of the box with this one if you want to see different results, and if you want to actually sell physical material, which we do, like we
I'm still
gotta,
talking vinyl. I'm still talking
yeah,
vinyl.
you know what I'm saying. But that vinyl's got to be sold. So for us to sell it, you feel me? Like people got to know about this shit. So we got to think of innovative ways to promote this project and old
Videos.
school ways.
Yep. I'm talking videos for every motherfucking every track.
Yep,
We're gonna
I'm with
recreate.
that.
We're gonna recreate the whole album on visuals. We're gonna do
I'm
it.
with that.
But yeah. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It's coming very soon. It's gonna be an exciting project to listen to. We already dropped the first single with the homie Marv One out of Detroit, and
Shout out Marv One.
really OG Marv is really the only one that is not on the Des Moines roster. You know what I mean? That was the only out of town feature that we did, to be honest.
Yeah,
So or Iowa feature, I guess. And some of these dudes are from extended sistering or brothering cities. You know what I mean? But for the most part, um, yeah, that's kind of where it's at. So, um, man, I'm excited to get into today's topics and really hit y'all with some dope shit. If you're just tuning in, it's me and Big Ray West. It is your Tuesday afternoon. It's 4:45. We are dropping some science on you and hitting y'all with some hip hop and some news and noteworthy topics of the day. Um, we're gonna kick this one off with a massive tour that was announced yesterday, I believe. I didn't really hear any discussion of it or rumors about it prior to this. Live Nation and the folks affiliated with it kept it on the hush hush. But it went on sale this morning, and I caught me some tickets. So I was super excited to be able to do that. But I'm obviously talking about the Thuggish Ruggish Mafia tour with 3 6 Mafia, Bone Thugs in Harmony, Tech Nine, and DJ Quik. And
hello.
the article from Hot New Hip Hop that dropped this morning says Bone Thugs and Harmony, 3 6 Mafia, Tech Nine, and DJ Quik will hit the road from August to October alongside with more special guests. When it comes to the 90s hip hop, few groups are as legendary as 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs. The two collectives had already had an iconic versus battle, so what better way to follow up their history than a joint tour together with DJ Paul, Busy Bone, Juicy J, Crazy Bone, and more. Per Billboard, the Thuggish Ruggish Mafia tour will run from late August of this year to early October. Amphitheaters across the United States are in for a true treat. Tech Nine, DJ Quik, and many more special guests will join them on the trek. Pre-sale tickets are currently live, and you can check them out online. General public tickets and VIP packages will reportedly go on sale Friday, June 13th. All
Mm,
five Bone Thugs and Harmony members will appear alongside 3 6 Mafia, DJ Paul, Juicy J, Tech Nine, and DJ Quik. These groups have teased reunions in the past, so we're happy to see this finally coming true. As a 90s hip hop baby, I
man,
fucking love this.
that shit is hard. I was low key disappointed because I was eyeing the Illinois date, but I believe it fell on August 29th. And August 29th, I'm gonna be doing a show at XBK Live with my doggy Pound Game Addison.
Okay.
So I was already booked for that. Otherwise, man, shit, I've been on that. Like damn,
We
3 6 Bone, Nina, and Quick. Like,
that's massive. We're talking about hitting the train, possibly jumping on the train, riding it out there, and going and kicking it, doing it big, hitting up that cheeseburgers restaurant. You know what I mean? Maybe riding the train,
uh,
shooting a music video. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? Go out there and just act the fool.
shit, man. I know that Kings of the West shit. What's that? What's that show? That's
I
what
11.
July 11th.
Yep, that's here in Des Moines.
That shit's gonna be hard as a motherfucker. I got tickets to see that.
Yep, I did too. I did too. So we're
That's
gonna
what E40, Warren G, Mac 10, Sugar Free, Dog Pound, Too Short. Was Bone on that lineup too?
Bone is on that lineup.
Shit. So I'm cool. Is Quick coming? I can't remember if Quick was
I
on
feel
there
like
or
DJ
not.
Quick is on that lineup too.
What? Oh yeah, we straight then. I seen my nigga Tech like 13 times, so I'll catch him. I know he gonna tour at least for the next 5 years.
I did not. Yeah, DJ Quick's on there, and the Dog Pound, and
Oh
Mac
yeah, we straight. Oh, we're straight. We're straight.
and
Straight.
Too Short too.
I
Uh,
seen Short in St. Louis, but I'll see him again. Shit.
I felt like I did not get my fix of Tech Nine this year. That's the OG homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The one that
I dig
pioneered all
it.
this for me. So I was
I
like,
dig
you know
it.
what? I missed out. I was gonna see him in Des Moines. I did not go, and I've never seen a show in Chicago. This is gonna pop my cherry. It's gonna be my first show in Chicago. So I'm gonna go out there and
Yeah,
I'm gonna go out there and fuck with a Chicago show, Tinley Park. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna see what that like. So yeah, so that's an exciting one.
I'm going to my first Chicago show too this year, man. I got tickets to that Ice Cube tour.
Oh yeah, when's that jump off?
Yeah, that's in October.
Okay.
October. I bought me and my wife. I'm gonna take my wife. That's one of her favorite rappers is Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? So,
He's been dropping mad shit lately too. I fuck with that.
oh man, stop playing, man.
Legend.
Don Mega, the what man?
It's a
Fuck y'all
legend.
know about the pyroclastic flow
Real talk. Real talk. Ray, what else we got coming up?
on everything. So this one comes in via BBC. Kendrick Lamar dominates the BET Awards. Lamar stole the show in Los Angeles, which celebrates black actors, singers, and sports stars, winning 5 out of his 10 nominations, including Best Album, Video, and Male Hip Hop Artist. The rapper won Best Album for GNX and Best Video for Not Like Us, while he and filmmaker David Free also took home the prize for Video Director of the Year. Lamar said at the awards, which were hosted by Kevin Hart, BET has always made sure they're representing the culture right and always put me in the midst of the cycle of what we represent. Rapper Doce from TDE also won Best Female Hip Hop Artist.
It's
So,
exciting. I mean, it just goes on to add to another epic year for Kendrick Lamar and recognition for all of his efforts that he put out.
yeah, I feel like, I mean, duh. I mean, what else? Who the fuck else was supposed to clean up like that? You know what I'm talking
Right.
about?
Yeah,
Like,
he
obviously,
mopped.
he's been on a stupid ass run right now, you know? So, congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. Congratulations to TDE. You know what I'm sizzling. Whatever they've been doing, they've been putting in the work. It's been working.
Yeah.
They've been ultra successful. They've been on arguably the world's biggest stage, which was the Super Bowl. You know,
They continue to crush. I mean, they're all over the internet. They all over all the social medias. I mean, you pick one and you jump on there. Somebody's playing their music.
yeah,
Somebody's talking about them. You know what I mean? It's everywhere. We're a prime example. We've talked about Kendrick. I don't know how many times this year on the show. You know what I mean? We're halfway through the year, and Kendrick's been on 10 episodes, 15 episodes. You know what I mean? He's popped up in conversation nonstop.
yeah. And isn't that crazy how you see how big Kendrick Lamar is? You see how big Jelly Roll is. Isn't it crazy that they both came through Strange? You know,
Right,
like Strange had a stepping stone in both of their careers. You know what I'm sizzling? Like
bro.
that
The
lets me know that them boys over there know how to scout talent.
amen. The
They know when
success.
somebody's on the rise. You know what I'm sizzling?
Well, and a lot of people go to them to get their career right. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I got some skill. This is what I've been doing, but it ain't working. Oh yeah, you just need a tune up. You know what I mean? Like this is what you need to do. You'll be fine. You know what I mean? And so they go in there and rework some shit and pull out their talent, hone some things down a little bit, put them in the right place, and give them the right promotion. You know what I mean? And get some eyes on them and shit, and they can really take a motherfucker to the next level. But without a doubt, I mean, they definitely link up with folks with mad talent, and they're doing it the right way, undoubtedly.
The motherfucking in that Tech Nine interview with Bootleg Kev, it was like a month ago. He was telling the story how when Jelly Roll was in there doing Save Me, and he was talking about how Jelly Roll didn't like to sing. You know what I'm saying? Because he thought motherfuckers was gonna make fun of him or something like that, something like that. You know, and Tech was like, "Boy, your singing voice is crazy. Like this is what the fuck. We need to do this is type shit. You know what I'm sizzling? And now look at him. You know that's all he do now, and it's fucking mega platinum.
Yeah, yeah, he's
Fucking
crushing.
Eminem sampled that shit. Like what?
Yeah, yeah. When you got
Like that's
motherfuckers,
stupid as fuck.
when you got motherfuckers that are legendary that can sample anybody they want, choosing to come through and grab a sample from you, you know what I mean? That's it says something. It says something without a doubt.
Yeah, man. That's and then like I said, Kendrick, he toured with them. J Rock was on tour, and then Kendrick ended up coming on tour with him, and
And then
then
Tech
you
went
had
up and did the Fragile with him and the homies from Mayday.
well, first it was I Love Music.
Oh, yep,
Yeah, off of that, I think that was all sixes and sevens.
yep.
And then they did Fragile. Boy, that Fragile live is fucking stupid as
Some
hell.
chills in a motherfucker.
Oh, that man's a beast.
Yeah,
Shout out to Nina Tech.
without without a doubt. All right, so coming up next, this one hits me kind of with something I didn't see coming, but it makes sense. You know what I mean? We're talking about the Carter Six. Everybody been talking about it lately. That's another one that's coming in and making waves, if you will. Now this story comes in from Hip Hop DX by Sam Moore. The Alchemist admits he missed a chance to work on Lil Wayne's The Carter Six. It says the Alchemist has admitted that he missed the chance to work with Lil Wayne on the Carter Six. Speaking to Hip Hop DX on the red carpet for the 2025 BET Awards, the legendary producer confessed Weezy sought his beats, but a collaboration didn't come off. Alchemist said, Mac Main is a good friend of mine, and we talk regularly. I probably missed the boat because I sent something for this record, but I was just overthinking it. He continued, that's something I would love to do. Wayne is like up there in the quasars as far as MCs, so you never know. I will probably thinking too hard, but next time I won't. Wayne finally dropped the Carter 6 last Friday, June 6th, to a middling critical and commercial reception. According to reports, the Carter 6 brought in 14.2 million first day streams on Spotify. In comparison, the Carter 5, released in
Holy
2018,
shit.
debuted to 66 million streams. It remains to be seen if Lil Wayne will sell enough units to move Morgan Wallen off of the top Billboard 200.
That's an astronomical difference. The Carter 5 had 66 million streams for the debut, and Carter 6 came in with 14.2. That is a major decline.
Just under, it's less than 25% of what the original had.
Holy fuck. What is. Damn.
But I think,
That can't just be based off of motherfuckers saying that that's just trash, can it?
so I think that it's a lot of that. What have you done for me lately? You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, they got such a
Mm,
short attention span, and they forget, and then they're just like, "What have you done?" You know what I mean? Like I ain't checking for you
mm,
no more. I got Big X the plug, and
ooh.
and whoever
And
it
he
might.
had arguably the hottest record on there.
And my mom just ran into him down in Nashville. She said, "Do you know who this is?"
Holy
I
shit.
said, "What?"
She took a picture with him?
I don't know if she got that close, but she said she ran into him down in Nashville. He was performing, and she said, "Have you heard of this guy?" And I said, "Yeah." And it was really broken text because she's running around having fun. But yeah, she ran into Big X the Plug down in Nashville.
What's your mama, thug or something?
I said, "Damn, that dude's big, like real big."
Yeah, for your mama to run into him. What?
She down there kicking it. You know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's been a big year for hip hop. I would like to see Wayne's record do a little better. You know what I mean. I heard and I had this conversation last night with the homie Ryan and the homie Josh when I was getting off work. So I heard people say, and Ryan actually eloquented it very well. He said, "I only heard it one time. I'd like to play it again before I make an opinion on it." And I think that that's perfect because you and I have both had that conversation off air that you can't digest an entire body of work and just go, this is trash. This is a year's worth of somebody's work. You listen to it one time, you gave it 60 minutes, maybe 90 minutes of your time, and then you go, fuck this record.
Yeah, dog. Hey, dog. Hey, the attention span is so fucked up in the game, dog. Motherfucker wrote an album for 3 years for you to digest it in 48 minutes and say it's just trash, and then get online and tell everybody don't waste your time. It's trash.
Yes.
Holy
And I'm
shit.
but that same motherfucker won't celebrate it when you drop a fire record. They won't be the first person on there going, bro, you gotta hear this new shit. It is
Yeah.
bananas. It's killing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But when it's trash, in their opinion, maybe the first motherfucker to smear some shit on the wall and just go, "This is terrible. Don't even waste your time. This is disrespectful. It's so bad." You know?
Hey, dog, it's difficult being an artist, man, because the attention span is so short. Like, I, I, I'm old school. I love albums. I want artists to drop an album, but man, it made me wonder, like, shit. It feel like you dropping an album, you just giving them the game, like just giving them 15 singles real quick, and they ain't gonna be bumping none of them after 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Like, now you gotta get ready to drop something else. Like, but I just gave you a whole album. Y'all tired of that shit in 2 weeks?
yeah. It's wild, bro. It's wild how quick they give up on you. You know?
So, hey man, I slapped the album. I give it a 6 out of 10. But I'm not a Lil Wayne guy.
Yeah,
I don't slap Lil Wayne on the regular. I have a few of his early albums, specifically The Block Is Hot and Lights Out. You know what I'm sizzling. I have I think I got a Hot Boys album. I think it's Let 'Em Burn. I can't remember which one it is. Guerrilla Warfare, one of them motherfuckers. But I say all that to say I fuck with early Wayne, and so he has about maybe 4 or 5 on there that I'd add to rotation. Uh, it's not whack. I wouldn't call it whack. And me as a creator too, I had to learn, you know what I'm saying, how I critique another motherfucker's shit. You know what I'm saying? I've learned to be like, it's just not for me if it doesn't move me. It wasn't intended for me. I can't, you gotta be, when you're an artist and you out here just calling, man, oh, his shit's trash. Oh, that shit's trash. He can't do this. He can't do that. It's like, damn, like, that motherfucker put his blood, sweat, and tears into that shit. Just say
right.
that, it wasn't for you. You didn't feel it.
Amen. I mean, it's just like ice cream. You know what I mean? Not everybody likes vanilla. Some people like strawberry or chocolate or butterscotch or whatever. But you can't just be like, vanilla ice cream's garbage. Fuck that. Or I hate a banana split. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dog. There's one flavor in there you could at least like. You could enjoy a piece of it.
Yeah, I dig it. Man, shout out to Lil Wayne. He's getting it bad. I see a lot of more negative than positive.
Right. Yeah. Tell them motherfuckers,
And
mind your own business. It's free.
I think we're just in an age of where we just like to tear people down, man. We just like to. It's just so easy to be negative for
People
whatever
celebrate
reason.
that shit.
Yeah, dog. Like, everything's a joke. Like, nobody's serious. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just a toxic environment, dog.
Well, and that mob mentality, bro. Like one person will jump on there and start roasting, and then the next person jumps on, and it's very easy for that mob mentality to keep spreading, and motherfuckers just join the bandwagon and go, fuck it, I'm gonna shit on him too. Matter of fact, he ain't shit.
Dog, over anything. Like, a motherfucker could be getting their ass whooped like a motherfucker in a video. Motherfuckers on there talking mad shit. You know
Hell
what
yeah.
I'm saying? Or just anything. Just embarrassing the hell out of people, and it's just, oh man, it's just so ugly out here.
Real talk. Real talk. All right, Ray, you want to grab another one off here? We got a couple exciting ones coming your way.
So, legendary Snoop Dogg honors his wife at the 2025 BET Awards. That came in via AmericanSongwriter.com. Looking at the lineup for the upcoming biopic, the film will be helmed by director Craig Brewer, who worked on Hustle and Flow and Coming to America. The film, I must have skipped something.
Oh, those two articles go together. My bad. It's all one piece. It's all one piece. It starts up top and then it runs into the next one.
So, Netflix star slated to portray hip-hop icon and The Voice star Snoop Dogg in a new biopic. Often considered one of the most influential rappers of his time, Snoop Dogg gained fame when shining a light on the hip-hop scene on the West Coast, addressing several issues with the youth, including gang violence and drugs. The rapper spent the last 3 decades recording hits like Sensual Seduction and Sweat. Given his massive popularity and contributions to rap music, it was only a matter of time before Snoop found his life being made into a film. And when picking an actor to portray the famous rapper, the production turned to the star of Outer Banks, Jonathan Davis. First making his Hollywood debut in the film Deliverance Creek, Davis expanded his resume with roles in films like Do Revenge. He eventually landed a spot in the teen drama Outer Banks. Thrilled for opportunity to portray an icon like Snoop, Davis posted the news on his Instagram page in the captions "Bow Wow Wow."
Yeah, that's exciting. And so then it goes on to say, looking at the lineup for the upcoming biopic, the film will be helmed by director Craig Brewer, who worked on Hustle and Flow and Coming to America. Uh, the film will tell the story of Snoop as he navigated the world of hip hop during the 90s to become a legend in the West Coast. Besides being the center of the film, Snoop will also be a producer, making sure his story gets told the right way. Outside of Hollywood, Snoop recently accepted the Ultimate Icon honor at the 2025 BET Awards. Although leaving his mark in the music industry, the rapper couldn't help but shine a light on his wife, Shantae Taylor. During his speech, Snoop insisted, "See, this is why I'm so rock solid. This is why I'm able to deal with all of these things I'm able to deal with. I've got God in my life, and I've got my queen in my life." Seeing Taylor in his guiding light, Snoop made sure she stood right along with him. Taking on the world as a team, he concluded, "No matter what, she held me down. She held me down. She always been there for me. She
Mm.
always been there for everything. That's why she's on this stage tonight. That's why she's in my life." That's solid, bro.
That is very solid, but in today's people, the climate, they're gonna immediately say, "What about all the times you cheated on her and all the times you were a pimp and all the hoes and all the hoes and all the hoes?" You know what I'm saying? You're just a dog.
Yeah,
you,
motherfuckers are
you
quick
don't
to try and
value
tame
her.
somebody.
Yeah, man. I think it's dope. They married. They've been together. It's shit. You got ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? That's their business. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying?
They
That's
make
their
it work.
and yeah, they probably been married. Shit, they gotta be married damn near 30 some years, dog.
Yeah, they've been. I think they were high school sweethearts. They've been together forever.
Yeah, something like Cube and his wife.
Yup. Kim, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's exciting. I think the idea of a Snoop Dogg movie is very exciting. Especially with Snoop being involved, he can tell the story correctly. It's going to touch on a lot of stuff. I think we're going to get to see some fun stuff, especially now that he's corrected some relationships over time. You know what I mean? I imagine we're going to get to see a young Nate Dogg in there. You know what I mean? Maybe a young Daz and Corrupt. I mean, these were all parts of his life. Somebody got to had to pay Suge because that was a huge part of the. I mean, if they're telling the whole story, he was on death row, and then we got to make that transition into, whatever else down the road. Who knows where it ends, or if they leave the door open for a part two. But there's going to have to. I mean, that was his family. That was people he recorded with. Um, it's going to be huge. I'm excited for this. I hadn't heard anything about it until I read this article today, and I was like, "Oh, this definitely got to be talked about on the podcast."
yeah. He's a big enough icon. Like shit, why the fuck not? Shit. Of course, he deserves a biopic. It's doggy dog shit.
Yeah, not to mention he owns the story now. You know what I mean? I don't know if that was an issue before with Death Row being owned by somebody else. Maybe he couldn't have used some of that imagery and things that were owned by the label, and it would have been a more of a challenge. But now that he comes back and he owns the label, I think he has more opportunity to exercise those rights and to be able to do that. So that's exciting.
Yep, I'll tap into it.
Hell yeah, I'm definitely on board. I'm gonna hit us with the last one real quick. Eminem wanted Mariah Carey to play his mom in the 8 Mile movie. This comes in from Hip Hop DX. Uh, I don't know how I feel about this one. It's exciting though. I'm a big Eminem fan, so I had to throw it up in there. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you think down below. As the article goes on, it's written by Sam Moore. This came in from Hip Hop DX. It says Eminem reportedly wanted Mariah Carey to play his mom in the role in 8 Mile. According to Demiza, who produced records for Carey and became head of various hip hop focused radio stations, M courted the legendary pop singer for the role. Demiza detailed to the TFU podcast how Eminem wanted to meet Carey for the film. He said his initial reaction was, I'm not getting in the middle of that. I know how this ends. That's kind of an interesting thing. I would imagine they're close to the same age, if not. I know M's 50. I'm gonna Google it real quick. We'll see how old is Mariah Carey. If you threw a guess at it, how would you think she is?
56.
I mean, oh, yep, you're spot on. Did you already Google it? How the fuck did you know that?
I have no idea.
Born March 27th, 1969.
That's crazy.
They would have had to do some serious makeup on her.
Yeah, she's a OG. She's cougar mama.
Yeah, she gorgeous. Yeah. So I don't know how they could have orchestrated that, but it's Hollywood. I'm sure that they could have done what they needed to make it work.
Look, man, it's 2025. Why the fuck are we still talking about Eminem and Mariah Carey? Oh my gosh. Like, I'd just be so tired of this shit.
I think the story just came out. I don't think it had been talked about prior to this. So
Yeah, I know. It's just he probably was in an interview telling stories or some shit, you know.
but yeah,
That's like fucking 50 Cent and Ja Rule and Benzino and Eminem. Like, why the fuck are we still doing this shit? Y'all motherfuckers, man, chill out, man.
right. I mean, if it's news, I guess it's out there. I guess it's out there. Uh, Ray, what you doing this weekend? What is it, Tuesday? You got any plans this week?
Man, I don't think I got anything cracking this weekend. Wednesday's my motherfucking G day, so I took work
Okay.
off. I'll be off on Wednesday. Shit.
Like tomorrow?
No, next week.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep. Yep. Next week.
Y'all heard it here. Make sure you drop my dog a happy birthday. Shoot him a happy birthday on Facebook if you know him. If you don't know him, still drop him a happy birthday on the Big Ray West page.
And this weekend, man, I don't have any plans. It's only Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I still got to get through the work week.
I'm with you. I got a bunch of shit going on. I got taekwondo and my regular work week and whatnot going down. Next week on the 19th, I got Gary Owen at the Funny Bone. I'm excited to go peep that out.
I almost did it. That's the 17th, ain't it?
It was
the
originally the
19th.
18th, and then it got moved to the 19th. It was on Wednesday, and then they hit me up and said they needed to move the date. Could they move it? And I said, yeah, I'll fuck with you. That works better for me because then I ain't got to take a day off work.
So it's on a Thursday now.
It is.
I almost did it, man. I almost bought it.
I think they still got tickets available, bro.
Well, shit. Well, I'm broke as fuck. Let me chill out, man. Shit, I can't even afford to pay attention, boy.
I just sent Ray a new beat. Shout out to Jerry Robinson. He just dropped a hot new single. I said, Ray, I got something like
Yeah.
that up the cut. He said, bro, I'm feeling this track. He said, I'm fucking with it extra tough. And I said, man, I got a vibe similar to that. And he said, I'll do something right with it.
Yeah, shout out to Jerry Robinson of Strange Music. He's got a new single out right now called Goodbye Now. The video's out, it's a upbeat little party anthem, you know what I'm saying? Get the ladies dancing and shit, good time, drinking Coors Light in the yard with some brats on the grill type shit.
Yeah, you got that acoustic guitar up in there, I heard, man. It's a
Yeah.
different vibe, but I fuck with it.
Yeah, I fuck with it heavy too. So
Yeah,
shout out to Strange Music, man. Shout out to Jerry Robinson. That shit slaps.
real talk. Real talk. I was actually in one of Jerry's recording sessions before he got signed to Strange.
Yeah.
I was down there kicking it with Trav and Tech and the rest of the Strange crew. We got to kick it in there, and they were showing us around, and Jerry was up in there doing his thing, and it was pretty cool, man. It was cool to get to watch him work and to see what they were doing behind the scenes. That stuff always appeals to me. You know what I mean? Like to get to see the inner workings of what goes on in a studio or behind the scenes for a film and shit like that. So that's always been cool to me.
Hell yeah. Shit, a lot of people don't understand though, like, shit, for the most part, recording music, like, that's just boring. You gotta really love it to get joy out of chilling in on somebody else's recording session, in my opinion, like, because people that actually make music, it's not just smoking blunts and drinking and bitches in the studio. It's like the complete opposite of that. Like,
It's tedious, yeah, because you got to keep
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
take and
it's not like a good time, like this big party that everybody fantasizes about. When people actually work in the studio, it's just boring, bro. Like,
sweating it out in the booth.
it's It's not fun.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. I mean, it's stressful, but I like to see the layers to it and how it evolves from start to finish. But I'm kind of a nerd like that, I think. So,
Yeah, yeah. And there's people that do enjoy the process for sure.
so
I just want to write the dope rhymes, lay my shit, and then get the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to mix all that shit while I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Mix all that shit on your own time. I don't know shit about shit. Don't be asking me how this and that, levels on this and trebles on that. I don't know nothing about nothing. I write the dope rhymes. I laid my shit down. Mix the shit on your own time. Let's go on to the next record. You know what I'm talking
oh,
about?
that's comedy. That's comedy. Uh,
Yeah.
what's your biggest show this summer? You think Ice Cube's got you most excited right now,
Uh,
or the West Coast tour? I mean, that's a packed show just for the level of the
yeah, it's
number of
probably that the
performers.
Kings of the West show.
Yeah,
E40, Mac 10, the Dog Pound, motherfucking Bone Thugs and Harmony, DJ Quik, Sugar Free. Like that's fucking insanity, dog.
real talk.
I'm about to kill 10 birds with one stone. You know?
Yeah, I felt the same way. Like I thought, maybe I shouldn't spend this money on this ticket, and then I was like, you know what? To go see all these artists individually, the travel I'm gonna have to go to St. Louis or Chicago or Minneapolis or
Yeah,
whatever. Then I got to take the time off work 5 different times to go. Fuck it, I just do it one time. I paid for it with one ticket. I got me a nice, decent seat. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm like, fuck it,
man.
I'm there.
Yeah, there is no excuse I could possibly make for all of those artists coming to Des Moines, Iowa, and me not being there.
Amen, amen. I'm on the same page, bro.
Like there's something I had to have. There's no excuse, dog. I have to go. You know, so I ended up buying me a ticket. My wife had to work that night, unfortunately, so I'm gonna be up in that bit solo. But I got me a decent ticket. You know what I'm sizzling, and I'm excited. No, I think my cousin actually bought a ticket with me. My cousin D Man.
Oh, dope, dope.
Yeah, okay, I forgot about that. Yeah, shit, we up in that motherfucker then.
Hell yeah. Well, we might have to get up before we go in there and grab us a little something to eat or a NA beer or some shit. Link up and kick it.
Yeah, I'm definitely with that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm sure he's with that shit too.
Cool, cool. Go ahead. What was
But
you?
yep, that Kings of the West is gonna be the first one, and then I think I'm excited to see Eddie Griffin. I got tickets to see him. You know, he's always been one of my favorite actors, comedians. You know what I'm sizzling in the urban films and stand up comedy type shit. And I felt he's a legend to me. So I wanna to be able to see another legend slide through Des Moines. You know, I'm excited
Bucket
to
list.
check that dude out too for the first time ever.
Yeah, that's definitely a bucket list. I got a couple different ones. Wu Tang in Detroit is going to be huge. I'm excited to take the fam out there. You and I got to do Detroit together. So I'm excited to take my fam out there and show them around. It won't be negative 35 degrees while we're there. So we
Mm,
might wander across the bridge and go peep out Windsor, check out Canada, um, see if they let me in. The West Coast tour is monumental. I'm excited for that one. Um, Cypress Hill, I've never seen. So Cypress Hill, Atmosphere, Far Side,
that's dope.
yeah,
That's
up in
dope.
Minneapolis. I guess they're gonna be in Council Bluffs too, but they announced the Atmosphere one up in Minneapolis first, so I jumped on that one. And then the Thuggish Ruggish concert is pretty exciting too. So um,
Thuggish Ruggish Mafia.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, get out there and see some live music. Support your fans. I mean, support your legends. Support your favorites. You know what I mean? Support live music because without the fans, they ain't gonna keep producing music. If they think nobody's checking for them, they ain't gonna be there.
The Clips just announced their tour too.
That's true. That's true. You sent me that this morning, bro. I think Kansas
Hmm
City is one of the closer events that come to us, and I was thinking about that, except it's August, and I'm like, damn, I'm gone the whole month of August if I do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. And my kid starts college right about then. It's gonna be hustle and bustle. I've already done too much in August. I need to put the brakes on August.
Yeah, man, I looked at it. I can't do nothing either, man. There's so much music happening, so many shows and shit. I love it though.
Yeah. So I was gonna say this earlier. My first Tech Nine show was in 2003. It was at
Sheesh.
the Horizon Event Center. It was Cottonmouth Kings, uh, the Juggalos, Insane Clown Posse, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Tech Nine all together. And I didn't even know who Tech was back then. You know what I mean? Like I knew, but I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't tapped in with him super tough. I was familiar with his music, but I was really going to see Bone Thugs. You know what I mean? And now to see them on a tour together kind of brings it full circle to me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah, man.
so this is very exciting for me, and that was another reason why I had to jump on this tour and go and to do the Chicago thing. Like I went and saw Method Man and kicked it with him at an after party in Chicago years ago, and I was only like 19, and to be able to go out to Chicago and relive some of that with the homie Ryan and my wife, and you know what I mean, just go out there and fuck off for a day and just have some fun and get wild. It sounds cool. It's exciting to me. So.
Hell yeah, it is. Fuck, man. This music shit is beautiful, man.
Real
I'm gonna
talk.
be going to in December. I'm gonna be in San Francisco.
Oh shit.
Yeah, finna go to a Monday night football game. Fucking the 49ers and fucking
Cowboys?
the Jets, maybe.
Oh, okay. Is this one of your family trips that y'all do each year?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
So that's gonna be hard as a motherfucker.
Hell
Gonna be my
yeah.
first time in the Bay, in the Yay area.
That's what's up. All right, San Francisco fans, if you out there, drop us a comment down below. Let us know where Ray needs to go.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
You know what I'm saying? Let us know where Ray needs to go when he's in town. Drop them good eat spots. You know what I mean? The hip hop shops. Plug your shop. Let us know where we need to be.
Hell yeah.
All right, until next time, it's your boy, that motherfucker Steve for EmceeTV.
It's your boy Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast, and they know.
Thank you for always watching, tuning, sharing, because without your support, we can't do this. Until next time, y'all, we out. Peace.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jumps. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us, them moves ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that strip and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.
Big